Everybody, thank you for watching Weekend Garage. So this week what I'm going to be doing basically is I'm going to be taking my seats out of these bags here that I had put them in. So what I have here basically is these two pieces are my back seat, and right here I have my bucket. So I just recently received the final package of material from SMS Fabrics. So I'm going to send these out to get the upholstery done on them. But I want to take a look at everything because I know the bucket seat frames, I think one of them might be bent or damaged. So I'm going to basically inspect everything and see if I have to either fix them or get some new ones. Also, I believe that my build sheet is under the back seat. So I remember seeing something all shredded up with a bunch of like rat's nests. All right, here's a close-up. I don't think that's my build sheet. There's just some paper in there. A couple of things I saw had like some numbers on them, but I gotta take all this stuff out. I mean, this looks pretty nasty. I don't think that's the build sheet. I was getting pretty excited, but I know that this car came with cloth seats originally, so it had to have been upholstered, and the build sheet may have just gone with that. So, you know, I'm not getting my hopes up super high right now, but I'm going to basically dig through this and see what comes out. Yeah, so far there's nothing. Man, I feel like this is Al Capone's vault, you know. I feel like Geraldo right now. I'm just peeling this stuff back here, and yeah, there's nothing but this garbage. So I had some hopes. So yeah, let me continue to mess with this. All right, and Al Capone's vault it is. So I just pulled all that debris out, and you know what? Guess what? It's newspaper stuff. So there's no build sheet about that, and I even looked in there. I'll stick the camera. I looked all the way down in there, and they're up under this burlap or whatever you want to call it thing. This was actually fastened down, so I'm assuming that this was in the original position, and I pulled it out, you know. So, you know, so that's factory original right there. So, well, that's my luck. Let's get on to the next and see what else we got. All right, I just cleaned this up with the wire wheel a little bit just to knock off some of the surface rust. You know, it still has surface rust on there, but I cleaned it up good enough for what I'm doing here. Everything looks like it's in pretty good condition, so I'll show you the other one. Okay, now this is the seat back. You know, again, I cleaned this one a little bit up with the wire wheel just to get some of the excess rust off there. It's in pretty good condition, but I just kind of want to show you guys, again, just trying to detail and document everything on this build that I'm doing. So everything looks good here. Now let's check out the bucket seats out. They're actually in really good shape. You know, of course, they're vinyl, and I don't want to do my seats vinyl. Since I picked up the factory cloth. So just do a little walk around here for you all to see. And what I'm going to be doing basically is I'm going to strip these apart because I want to media blast the frames and everything and get everything looking all nice and neat. So I'm going to get to work on that right now. All right, so I got the back taken off this seat, and you know, it looks really good. I don't think I'm going to take this apart like I was first thinking. I think I might just take the bottom basically these bottom brackets off and media blast those, because everything else looks pretty decent. Looks pretty good. So on to the next. So I'm just taking the frame off here, the stop here. You know, everything looks like it's in pretty good shape. I'm gonna hit this with a wire brush and probably just media blast this bottom part here, right here, or maybe just hit it with the wire brush as well, but it's in a lot better shape than I was thinking initially. All right, so I got this side off and it looks pretty good. I'll take the bottom one off right there. I'm here with my buddy Ray. We're doing a little bit of media blasting. See if we can get this. Look at that, that comes out real nice. This blows right off. Man, that looks good. Check that out, wow. How does it look?
Looks great.
Let's check it out. Wow, look at that.
It's like brand new.
Awesome. Now that was fun. Now that took probably a few hours to get all that media blasted, and thanks to my buddy Ray for hooking me up. But everything came out really good. Here's one of the rails for the seat. You can see I got the spring media blasted too. Everything came out really good. I mean, it literally just blew all of that surface rust off. Also, I got the brake pedal assembly media blasted too, so we're all good here. Just need to shoot some paint on these parts here. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, there's a one here. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Brand new. So it's good to have friends, you know. So I'm very thankful and grateful that I was able to get these parts media blasted. So next thing I'm going to do basically is get them primered and then shoot some paint on them. Also, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the seats over to the upholstery guy so he can get those taken care of. And what I'm going to do with the backs of the seats and the other garnish pieces is I'm going to have to get those cleaned up and restore them. I know one of the seat backs is kind of got some nicks, a bunch of nicks and stuff in it. So I'm going to see. I'm not sure how that's going to look, if I'm going to be able to restore it to look good. But worst case scenario, I might just buy a replica. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to see if I can maybe touch it up a little bit. All right, well, I have decided to go ahead and take this back seat apart. You can see there, I've got pretty much all the clips or staples off, and I just use these heavy-duty dikes there, these large dikes, to take them off. And they come off pretty easy, actually. Just twist them off. But what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to strip this seat apart, and I'm going to treat the rust, and then I'm going to coat it with POR 15. So I got my boy here working on this other one. We're getting it all ground up and prepped. This one's coming out okay. You know, there's some areas that have where it's rusted pretty good, but we're getting as much off as we can so we can get this thing coated. Okay, so what I'm doing here, you can see, is I already started coating this with POR 15, and just kind of taking my time here with this applicator, getting everything applied. It's coming out pretty good, so it's going to take me a little while. And while this is drying, I'll get to work on the other one, but I just kind of wanted you guys to take a look at the process of what I'm doing. Again, I'm trying to be transparent on this build and everything that's going on so you guys can see. You know, you may consider this idea as far as what I'm doing here. You know, sometimes I just get real anal about stuff, and I have big time OCD, so this is why I decided to go this route. Yeah. So stay tuned, and we'll see where we end up with all of this. Bam! There you go. Check it out. Man, this came out really nice. So this is the next day. It took basically the following day for it to be dry pretty good. I mean, it was dry to the touch within a few hours after I applied it initially. But, you know, of course, I let it sit overnight. And as you all can see, it looks pretty nice. Man, I'm pretty impressed by this. You know, a little tedious, obviously, you know, right, to do this. But, you know, the end result is good. It looks real nice. So I'm pretty stoked about this. So now I'm going to get to work on the other one. I have the other one all prepped and ready to go. All right, I got the other one all cleaned up and coated with POR 15 as well. So this one's looking pretty good. This piece actually needs a little bit of work on it. This one had a couple of areas that were a little rough, you know. So good thing about the POR 15 is, you know, it really dries up like almost like an epoxy, you know, hard epoxy finish. So, which is good. But I need to make a couple of repairs on this, on the springs here. We're missing basically the spring clip for this right here to attach the spring onto this area here. This one here, this is missing a spring clip as well. All right, my clips came in for the upholstery springs here. These spring clips that go here. You can see here's a distorted view, basically, of what they look like. But anyways, for here, and there's a couple other spots that need these. So here's a pack that I picked up. I got these, I think I got them from Amazon, yeah. So I'm gonna try these out and see how they work. So they have a tool for this, but I'm not about to pay $80 for something that I only need to use, you know, to repair a couple of springs. So basically I'm just gonna hold this with some pliers to keep it in place. And I suppose you can do it either way. Then I'll use these channel locks to grab it and collapse it. And there you go. I just saved $80, and I got this thing clamped really good here. So now I got a good sturdy spring. Now there's a couple other areas that I need to do the same thing on. All right, and here's the final repair. So got that one repaired. One right next to it we got repaired. And then down the line on the end here, another one that we got repaired. And we are good to go on this. All right, so we're cleaning up these seat frames here. So basically, We're going to clean them up as best we can, and then I'm going to spray them with Rust-Oleum. So, I'm just being transparent on this build. So, if somebody was to buy this Monte Carlo, they can literally watch all the videos and see how everything was done and how it was put together. But for the most part, we're getting all the rust cleaned up and scuffed, and then we'll be coating it with Rust-Oleum. Okay, the next day I got better lighting. I just wanted to show you the bottom of these bucket seats, how we cleaned them all up and sprayed them with Rust-Oleum. So they're looking pretty good. Again, just doing a little walk around for you all to see now that I have some better light to work with. It's looking good. These are ready to go for upholstery. All right, check this out. I got the seat tracks all primered and painted up. And, they've really turned out nice. Man, they look so good. I'm very thankful. Again, shout out to my buddy Ray for letting me swing by his place and get these parts along with the others media blasted. But as you can see, everything really looks good. Man, I'm really impressed by this. And everybody, just stay tuned for the next episode of Weekend Garage.